All right, guys, this is day 2 on the ECU. Yeah, this is day 2 on the ECU, guys, and man, I'm telling you, this right here, day 1 was a shit show. Like, it was hard. But this is day 2, and as you can see, I'm finally riding without throwing my arms around. So, not earlier. Earlier I was throwing my arms around. This is more smoother riding because I'm kind of done learned a lot of the process, and I'm using my X4 as a sacrifice camera because I didn't want to use the X5 and it's just my second day riding and I drop it. So this is day 2 and this is with the X4. This is the first time me holding something in my hand. I probably shouldn't be holding this in my hand because I'm basically still a newbie. Yeah, guys, that's my ECU. ECU just means Electric Unicycle. I'm saying it wrong. It's EUC. This thing here started off way sketchier than that 4-wheel scooter. You have to learn how to relax, and I mean you have to learn how to relax. This thing here will burn up all your leg muscles, your back muscles, your arm muscles. I'm gonna tell you something else too. I watched a lot of people and they was like, when you first start, use something to hold on to. And I found that that's the hardest way to do it. Well, it's the easy way, but then it's the hard way because you're leaning against something and you thinking you supporting yourself and really you just making life harder for you. So I wouldn't really suggest holding on to something. Another thing I heard was that people said start off on flat ground, and I disagree with that too. If you start off on non-flat ground, you're gonna learn how to do it better because speed is actually what stabilizes the ECU, the EUC. You do not get stabilized by going slow. Slow is where you're gonna do most of your wobbles and stuff at. So you need to at least come above that 10 to 12 miles an hour in order to actually be able to get used to the controls and stuff of it. And all your wobbles at low speeds is basically you putting in steering inputs. You don't know you're doing it, but you're putting in steering inputs and the ECU is trying to follow you, even though you just trying to balance and stand up. So don't try to balance and stand up while going slow. You need to let your EUC get speed. And once you start getting that speed, then you're gonna actually see that you can actually do everything a lot better once you start getting the speed. But you're not gonna be able to do anything until you start getting speed. So I'm up here at a shopping center parking lot. A lot of these stores are closed, so it is on a Sunday. So definitely make sure you go somewhere where you're not gonna get ran over. Because as you know, when you ride in a vehicle, people in cars practically don't care. They don't really know that you're there practicing. They don't know what you're doing. They just trying to go do whatever they're trying to do. So definitely be safe. I got my jacket on because I don't have elbow pads. So I just went ahead and put my jacket on. It's probably better to put my jacket on anyway. And I would say, if you don't have a jacket, just go buy you a cheap motorcycle jacket. You don't need an expensive one. Just go buy you maybe a $59 or $69 motorcycle jacket, and that'll help you out. Definitely don't over concentrate. this is like somebody said that this is like rollerblading. This is like rollerblading. Once you get past that initial balancing issue, this is kind of like rollerblading for sure. This is not like skateboarding. This is nothing like skateboarding. This is more like rollerblading. Rollerblading on tall wheels. This is more like that. So the turning and everything, except for, you know, you don't have your wheels on each leg. That's like the only difference. You just got one wheel to deal with. I'm kind of getting used to this knobby tire. I'm still going to change the knobby tire out for a non-knobby tire, because most of my riding is going to be on the street. I'm not really going to take this thing on crazy trails or anything like that, so I'm definitely going to get me a street tire to help make turning a little bit more smoothly. I'm actually surprised, even with holding this Insta360, that I'm actually able to maneuver and stuff really good like this and be smooth, and my arms are not just flying all over the place. Because even with skateboarding and stuff like that, I really hate and dislike, you know, letting your arms just go all over the place. I don't like that. And since I'm not doing my arms like that, I'm not waving my arms all around now, that strain that I was getting in my back, I'm like not getting it anymore. So I know that me moving my arms around what was causing it. I'm moving my arm around just a little bit now, like when I make turns, but I'm not doing it like fast, like a duck or something like that, you know. But yeah, guys, this EUC stuff is definitely fun. It almost, too, it makes you seem like you're on a scooter. You're just not holding the handlebars in your hand. But it definitely makes you feel like you're rollerblading effortlessly. You don't have to kick off or anything like that. The machine is doing all the work for you. So yeah, guys, if you ever thought about giving an EUC a chance, go ahead and do it. You know, I got lucky. I found mine on Facebook Marketplace. This is like this is an expensive EUC, but man, I got it for a quarter the price on Facebook Marketplace. And the guy that had it was an older guy, and he barely used it, and he had it taped up with so much pads on it to protect it from getting scratches and stuff like that. I had to take all them pads off. I had to take all the glue and stuff off that was on there, and I'm gonna take the wheel and I'm gonna paint it a different color, because it's all black. I want to make it more visible. I might do like a blue or an orange. I kind of went too fast in that turn right there. But yeah, guys, this is definitely something. I know one thing I really can't do. I can't look down at the EUC for some strange reason. I don't know why that is, but it's pretty hard for me to look down at it. I have to kind of look in a direction. I see why so many guys around the street have those mirrors on their visor where they can look backwards, because it's kind of hard to turn your head or whatever, because when you do it, the EUC tends to want to go in the direction your body is moving. So that's just a little something else to watch out for. But I'm gonna end this video right here, because this is my first run and I don't want to drop this X4 and break it. So I'm gonna end the video right here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.